What's going on guys, this is Kedar here, and today in this video on social security, two big new changes coming for retirees on social security are coming this week. And get ready for the biggest day of the year for tens of millions of retired workers is right around the corner. And yes, we are talking about precisely when the social security's cost of living adjustment raise for the 2023 will be announced. We have got the exact date and particular timing when you should expect the cost of living adjustment to be announced. And we are truly talking about a historic increase in the social security's history. The cost of living adjustment is going to hit the historic increase for the social security beneficiaries, people with disability, retirees, SSI, ssdi, VA, survivors. Pretty much all the social security beneficiaries under social security will get to experience those cost of living adjustment. So it's a pretty important announcement. Also, speaking of retired workers, how much social security increase can they expect? Also, for spouses of retired workers, how much cost of living adjustment they should be looking for? We have got some estimated figures as well as the most important announcement for the social security beneficiaries. So before we start this video, make sure to check out other videos from our channel on social security, state-wise stimulus update and all that, and do subscribe to our channel with bell notification turn on. That will keep you up to date on latest stimulus update, social security and every video that we release. And make sure to smash that like button for me. And with that being said, let's get right into the video. So starting with the first major important update. Well, social security beneficiaries, precisely when the social security's raise for the 2023 will be announced. And one way or another, this will be the biggest day of the year for tens of millions of retired workers, and for most of the retirees, social security is necessary source of income to make their end meet. And nearly 90% of the retirees surveyed by National Pollster Gallup earlier this year stated that social security's payout was either their major or minor source of income. And furthermore, adding to the point, a study from the Center on Budget Policy Priorities (CBPP) found that 16.1 million people aged at 65 and older are lifted out of poverty line each year as a result of their social security benefits. So I mean, that's a really significant payment. And with the social security, the poverty rate among the aged Americans is about 9%, and without social security payments that would be closer to 38% according to the CBPP. And because the program's undeniable importance to the financial well-being of the seniors, all eyes are clearly on to the cost of living adjustment, that is formerly known as COLA, for the year 2023, which is right around the corner. So definitely set your alarm clocks, mark your calendars, because here is when the social security's cost of living adjustment, formerly known as COLAs, will be announced. And the easiest way to think about social security's cost of living adjustment is that this is the mechanism designed to take in account the effects for the inflation and the rising price of the goods and the services. So if it costs more to buy the same amount of goods and services from one year to the next, ideally social security checks increases by the same amount so that retired workers don't lose their purchasing power. And therefore, COLA is a raise passed along most years to the program recipients that factors in for the inflation. And COLA, you can think of COLA as a permanent raise. It permanently raises your social security payments, and next year you get more, next year you get even more. And prior to 1975, social security's cost of living adjustments were completely random and passed by special legislative sessions of Congress. So you can think of when it's good day for Congress, social security beneficiaries are pleased, but when it's a bad day for Congress, then you know what's gonna happen. But over the last 47 years, the consumer price index for urban wage earners and clerical workers, that is the CPIW figure, have been program's annual inflationary tether in order to determine the cost of living adjustment rate. And the CPIW has a long list of major and minor spending categories, each of which have their own respective percentage weighings, and these weighings allow the CPIW to be expressed as a single figure, and this single figure determines the inflationary measure, how much inflation is rising or how much is decreasing. And this CPIW figure can be easily compared to the previous months or the year in order to determine if the prices for a predetermined baskets of the goods and services have increased or they have fallen off. And speaking of the last puzzle of the data, well, to calculate the social security's cost cost of living adjustment, the average CPIW readings from the third quarter, that is Q3 of the current year, so going through July, August and September is taken, and those data is compared to the average CPIW readings from the quarter 3 of the previous year. So again, from the quarter 3 of the July, August and September is compared with the current year data. And since the September inflation data hasn't been released yet, we don't have the final piece of puzzle needed to properly calculate the cost of living adjustment for the 2023. So this is the final piece of puzzle we are talking about. But the wait is over. This is all important data released just few days away, and on Thursday, October 13th, 2022, we are going to get the most important data for the cost of living adjustment. And speaking of the exact timings, the US Bureau of Labor Statistics will release the September inflationary data, and right after that we will get this important cost of living adjustment announcement on 8:30 a.m. EDT. So right on the same exact day, that is on Thursday, October 13th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. EDT, we are going to get the final cost of living adjustment figures for the year 2023. So all the social security beneficiaries, mark your calendars, set your alarm clocks for this important date. And through the data provided by US Bureau of Labor Statistics for the September inflation data, that figure will allow the current year average CPIW readings for the Q3 to be calculated and compared to the previous year's average of CPIW reading during the Q3. And the year-over-year percentage increase will be rounded up to the nearest tenth of the percent, and that will determine how much social security checks will be climbing in the year 2023. And the data is clearly pointing towards massive cost of living adjustment. In fact, Mary Johnson at the Senior Citizen League says that benefits could rise about 8.7% in the year 2023, which would be the largest cost of living adjustment in the 4 decades. Therefore, retirees, SSI, SSDI, VA, Social Security beneficiaries, all those Social Security beneficiaries should be thrilled with that figure, especially because the inflation as measured by CPIW actually started to cool down in the July and the August. And if that trend continues, an 8.7% cost of living adjustment in the year 2023 could help Social Security recipients to recoup some of their spending power they lost in 2022. And assuming that the COLA clocks at 8.7%, here's how the average monthly benefit payment to the retired workers and their spouses would change in the year 2023. First, speaking of retired workers, we are talking about $145 per month extra money, and that counts up to $1,818.29 per month for the retired workers. And speaking of the spouses of the retired workers, and we are talking about $905.49 per month, which is an extra $72.47 for the spouses of retired workers. And coming to the most important point, we know that cost of living adjustment will be released on October 13th. In addition, benefits are normally notified by mail about their new social security benefit, and the cost of living adjustment will be viewed through my social security account portal. But social security's COLAs isn't all it's cracked up to be, because though more than 48 million retired workers are set to enjoy historic payouts in their social security payment, they are also contending with historic headwinds. For example, the only reason next year's COLA is so robust is because the US inflation rate hit a 4-decade high in the June. In other words, a significant portion of the year's monthly benefit increase is likely to be eaten up by the rising cost of food, shelter, energy, and other expenses. A silver lining of the sorts that could allow retirees to hang on to more of their COLA than the usual. And following 14.5% increase to the Medicare Part B premiums, Part B covers outpatient service, and Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services recently announced that the Part B premiums will fall by 3% in the 2023, and this is an opportunity to hang on to a bit more of the next year's cost of living adjustment into their pockets of the Social Security beneficiaries. But the Social Security's problems go further back than you might realize. So as per the Senior Citizen League has reported from May, as per their finding, the purchasing power of the Social Security income has declined by 40% since 2000. Well, that's a significant figure right there. And even with the Medicare Part B premiums falling by 3% in the 2023, retired workers are expected to receive an 8.7% payout boost income coming this January. And there is simply no way seniors could recoup for 40% of the loss of purchasing power in 22 years overnight. Ultimately, the Social Security's cost of living adjustment isn't all it's cracked up to be. Definitely, we are getting a historic increase right there, but you shouldn't expect to get rich by your Social Security benefit payments. And second thing, we are talking about bigger maximum retirement benefit. So the Social Security benefits are based on lifetime earnings and the age at which person first claimed their benefits. So therefore, the eligibility for Social Security begins at the age 62, but people who want their full benefit must wait until their full retirement age in order to claim their Social Security, and those who want the maximum benefit at the full retirement age must earn more than maximum taxable earning, which is the amount for the 35 years. And in the year 2022, that figure was $147,000, and the maximum retirement benefit paid to new beneficiaries at the full retirement age increases each year in order to account for the changes in general wage levels. So for example, that figure rose to $3,345 this year, which is already up about 6.3% from the prior year. Given that the trajectory of the inflation has followed, and the maximum retirement benefit paid to the first time beneficiaries at the full retirement age could notch up another 6.3% increase in the next year. So that would bump up the payments to about $3,555 per month in the year 2023. So right from the 3,345 this year, we should expect about $3,555 per month for the year 2023. And that being said, newly minted retirees shouldn't count their chickens before they hatch. The Social Security Administration will probably publish official figure on October 13th, of course, as we all know, and very few people are actually eligible for the maximum retirement benefit, but anyone can use the My Social Security account portal in order to estimate the size of the future Social Security checks. So mark your calendar, guys, for the October 13th major announcement for the cost of living adjustment at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. You should expect this cost of living adjustment announcement, the official announcement, to be released once we get the data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics on the same day, that is October 13th, for the September inflationary report. We are going to see the major cost of living adjustment figure on the October 13th. Let me know your prediction how much the Social Security's cost of living adjustment will increase by the year 2023. 8.7%, 9%, 11%. Do let me know what do you think in the comments down below. Make sure to hit that like button for me, and do check out other videos from our channel on latest Social Security, stimulus and all that updates, and make sure to subscribe our channel with bell notification turn on. That will keep you up to date on latest videos as we upload new videos every single day. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end, and this is Kedar from How to Guys signing out.